Two forces. Okay. Okay. Sige.
Mhm. Oh, mhm.
Mhm. Teka. Sige. Should be is equal to. Hmm? Point zero. Teka, paano mo kinalculate yung acceleration? Pwede pakita mo yung calculation naman ng acceleration vector?
Mm.
So A is zero sine 30 is 12.0 cosine 30.0 degrees. Okay. Kaya, same number, gawin mo muna na same number of decimal places. So, 10.400. So, 10.40. Para lang, ano, and then mamaya tayo mag-round off. Okay, so yan yung acceleration. So plugging it back in. So F2 is then okay, so nakuha yung F2 in component form. So magnitude and then angle relative to positive direction of the x-axis. Okay. Pwedeng mag-drawing ka ng figure para dyan sa ano, para sa para madaling makita yung triangle na ginamit mo. So XY plane, tapos nasaan yung vector na yan. So X is, X is negative 32, di ba? Tapos negative 20.8 yung ano, yung sa Y. Okay. Hindi ka lang accurate. Ang importante lang, alam mo kung ano yung longer side. Tapos, ano yung angle na kailangan natin? Pwedeng i-mark mo dyan sa figure na yan. Makes the angle relative to the positive x-axis. Ano yung conventional na ano na measured? Usually measure natin counterclockwise, di ba? Ayan. tangent inverse of 20.8 divided by 32. And then, makukuha natin ay 33. Teka, yung instead of using theta, kasi yung theta natin, di ba? Instead of talking about theta, naalala mo pa ba yung notation na ginagamit ng additional math na basic angle?
Mo.
Yung alpha? Mark alpha there. So basic angle alpha is that. And then compute theta using alpha. Ayun. So 33 and then okay, 213 degrees. Ayan. Okay. So okay na yan, no? Let's go to the next item, number 9. Copying ko lang to. So we're done with this. And then yung number 9 would be this. And this. Teka, copy, hindi pa buo yung question. Pwedeng copyhin mo yung missing part.
Kaya nga po nandito po ako for some time.
So below that.
Yun. Kaya pala.
Yeah, okay na yan. so ano yung information available sa atin? So we have position versus time, right?
Opo.
So ang position vector ay r of t equals tapos dy t squared x dt square is okay. Mhm. So acceleration. Okay. So equal to okay, and then minus 18. Mhm. Okay, so we know the acceleration. What are we looking for? Teka. Okay. So from there, ano yung Fnet?
Kailangan po yata ng ano, magnitude.
Teka, ano yung tinatanong? Look at the question again.
Magnitude mo
Of the
of the force. Okay. So, tama.
gumamit ka ng subscript na net para clear na net force siya. Okay. So we get that. So 8.37. Okay. Tapos angle naman. Nung net force. Mag-drawing ka ng XY plane tapos i-mark mo dun yung vector para madaling ma-identify anong angle sa kailangan i-compute. So, yung acceleration ba at yung net force may same direction?
Yes.
So that means you don't have to deal with net force to get the direction. Kailangan mo lang yung acceleration. So, on an XY plane, draw the acceleration vector.
Oops. Kailan mo?
Sige.
Open na. Open na. Okay. So, ano kasi yung kanina?
Yung position, yung yung velocity and acceleration.
Teka lang po, inaalala ko. Okay.
Hindi. Isulat mo na. Madali na ma-compute yan, di ba?
May ano po?
dx dt, ano? Look at your...
Oh! Ano ko naman po? I have to do it all over again.
Okay, so alam na natin yung ano. So, acceleration at t equals... And then for B, ngayon, sketch mo na yung yung XY plane tapos nasaan yung acceleration. So ang components acceleration are yung negative 16.8 and negative 18 sa ano. So slightly longer sa Y kaysa sa X. Tapos yung kailangan nating angle ay mark it on your XY plane. And then basic angle. So Y. So, pakita mo yung operation na kailangan gawin para makuha yung theta. So, what do we do with 47? And then, next line. Doon na mismo sa theta. So, theta is 180 plus, okay, which is 227 degrees. Ayan. Okay, letter C. The direction of travel naman at t equals point at that time. How do you get that? Okay. To get yung direction of motion, ano yung kailangan mong quantity? So in what direction is the object moving? What physical quantity gives you that? Okay, position. Does position tell you about the direction of motion?
No.
No, kasi just tells you nasaan.
I mean,
where it's going at that instant, you don't know.
Kailangan ko
If
ng
you're just
velocity.
okay, velocity.
Okay.
So yung v at is 5.60. Uh, Teka, huwag kang dumiretso sa theta. Drawing mo yung on the xy plane, draw the velocity vector. So mas mababa yung sa y, no? So 255.3 plus 180 is okay, 235.3 degrees. Okay. So next, punta tayo sa next problem. So number 11. Okay, so ang binigay sa atin, position versus time. One-dimensional lang yan. So, along x ng lahat. Yung velocity versus time at saka acceleration versus time. Using yung given. X is that. So, aning derivative? Aning second derivative? Computein mo lang. Leave C as a constant.
Okay. So, ano, mhm.
Tapos ano yun eh, impose natin yung condition na at t equals 3 seconds, the force on the particle is... Kasi dito, kung yung position may time dependence, yung velocity may time dependence, yung acceleration may time dependence din. And kung may time dependence yung acceleration, yung force or yung net force may time dependence din.
Mm.
So, 2C
Three times two times two times two.
Teka, ganito, wag kang dumiretso dyan sa acceleration. Paki-compute mo na yung velocity.
Tapos ang acceleration.
Yes. Kasi ang laking talon yan.
Mhm.
So 4.4 plus 2CT. Okay. And then, after that, acceleration naman. Okay. Mhm. Tapos, ano yung given? At t equals 3.0 seconds. Okay. Paano natin nalaman na ang units ng C ay 9.0 meters per second square?
I don't know. But default lang. Units per something squared. Ayun. SI pala. So, SI units lang mo. So, obviously, meters per second squared.
Ne, tingnan mo yung tingnan mo yung balik tayo dun sa sa x versus t.
Lagay ko pa mga Newton. 20. Aha.
Eh,
Meter per.
tingnan mo yung X versus T. Yung X, sulat mo yung X versus T. Yun muna. Para ma-point out, para makita mo. So X is 3.00 meters, include the units, plus 4.0 meter per second times T, plus CT square,
Okay. So, yun lang.
minus,
Para maging meters po to, kailangan
mhm,
dot T seconds meters.
mhm,
Itong isa. Ito mo magka-cancel. Magka-cancel.
mhm,
So,
mhm.
dapat itong C, magka-cancel din siya. So, that means dapat meters per second squared para mag-form din po siya ng meters.
Okay. Okay. Sige. Nabasa mo na ba yung module, yung next module
Which model
dun sa
po?
book? Yung some particular forces?
No po. Pero,
Hindi pa.
di masyado po. Halos
Hindi.
kakasimula pa lang.
Sige. I-work out natin yung ano, yung I think yung importanteng parts ng some forces. Kasi kailangan natin yan eh. Eto. So, ano yung mga forces na typical na included sa share ko yung aking screen. Okay, so eto. Mag-new screen muna ako na ayan. Okay, so some forces. So ano yung mga forces na kailangan natin i-consider pagka nag-drawing ng free body diagram? So, yung first, oh, sorry, kailangan kong saksak pala to. Okay, so yung first na force na natin i-consider ay yung gravitational force. So this is long range. And every pair of objects, every pair of objects interacts via gravitational force. Si Newton meron pa nga expression tungkol sa ano eh, kung ano yung gravitational force due to an object. By gravitational force. So, si Newton, ang pinostulate niya, and within the limits of accuracy that hanggang siguro mga early 20th century, it works out na if you have two-point particles na two objects with different masses, M1 and M2, they will attract each other with equal and opposite forces. So ito, F gravitational from M1 acting on M2. Ito naman, the gravitational force from M2 acting on M1. So Newton's third law says, dapat equal sila, at least yung magnitude. So lagyan ko ng vector sign. So equal magnitudes, M1 acting on M2. Pero yung directions opposite. So kung kinonsider na natin sila as vectors, may negative sign dito. So magnitudes the same, opposite in direction. So now, what do we know about this force? So the gravitational force experienced by M1 due to M2 is equal to G, okay, magnitude lang, is just G, the mass of 1 times mass of 2, divided by the distance square. Yung G, this is a fundamental constant. Hindi ko kabisado kung ano yung value niyan. Kasi, ano yun, mga 6 point, I think 6 point something eh. Instead, what I do is...
So, ano po yung big G?
Yung gravitational constant.
Hindi ko na po alam.
Okay. So, ang ginagawa ko niyan ay shift 7, tapos 1, tapos hahanapin ko yung G. 7.
Sa ano po sa constants?
So, G is equal to 6.67, 384 times 10 to the negative 11. Ngayon, check natin yung units. Dapat Newton to. Tapos yung G, hindi natin alam yung units. Ang mass in kilogram, so kilogram times kilogram, ang distance ay meter square. So, ang implication para mag-match yung units, G should be in Newton times meter square over kilogram square. Kasi yung constant sa ating scientific calculator is in SI units. So using SI units, that's the gravitational constant. Okay, ngayon, we'll go into more detail in the gravitational force pag nasa chapter na tayo on Newtonian gravity. Ang effect nga lang talaga niyan, so on the surface of the Earth, so if using this, you can actually show na on the surface of the Earth, if you look at all the forces acting, di ba, isipin mo, nasa Earth tayo. So zoom in. If you're on the surface, maraming objects na nag-act gravitationally on an object on the surface. You have the whole Earth. You have the planets. Actually, everything interacts with an object gravitationally. The sun also interacts gravitationally. Pero kung ang focus mo lang diyan ay yung dominant na nagpo-produce ng accelerations, negligible yung iba, ang nagdo-dominate yung gravitational field due to the Earth. So, usually, so on the surface of the Earth, yung F gravitational is approximately the mass times a constant g, or near Earth's surface. The gravitational force is mg, tapos yung direction niyan, so negative r hat. Yung r hat is a unit vector pointing away from the center of the Earth. So yung negative sign means the gravitational force is pointing towards the center of the Earth. If you're on the moon, so ito, may constant na g, gravitational field of the Earth. You can actually compute this. G Earth is equal to G, big G, mass of the Earth, tapos yung radius of the Earth, square. If you're on the moon, near the surface of the moon, ang nagdo-dominate dyan yung gravitational force due to the moon. So that's why there's also the gravitational force on the moon. So ito, on Earth, on the moon, may gravitational acceleration na on the surface na G, mass of the moon, divided by the radius of the moon, square. This is yung G sub E, that's approximately 9.8 meters per second square. Yung G moon over R square moon, that's approximately 1/8 G sub E. Hindi ko maalala yung number. I think it's either 1/4 or 1/8. But it's going to be smaller. So all objects on the surface of the Earth or near the surface of the Earth, approximately they experience the same gravitational force, which is due to the whole Earth. So that's one. So, ano ba? So we have gravitational force. So the weight, so another name for the gravitational force, when we say weight, technical term siya for the gravitational force from the Earth or from the planet you are on acting on the object. So iba siya so weight is not the same as mass. Kaya lang dahil proportional yung dalawa near the surface of the Earth, no-confuse ng mga tao yung weight and mass. Pero they're, strictly speaking, they're two different things. Kasi your weight depends on where you where you are actually. Even on the surface of the Earth, iba yung gravitational force na nararamdaman mo if you are standing on top of a mountain versus nandun sa plane. May local variations. Hindi talaga siya constant. It's just, to a good approximation, it's constant. Kaya, gano'n. So, on a free body diagram, usually yung weight, nilalagay natin as mg. And then, yung subscript kung nasaan. Is it on the Earth? Or are you doing your experiment on the moon? Ganyan. Usually, kung nasa Earth, okay na yung mg eh. So, if you know the mass of the object, then there will be a gravitational force acting on it. So, that's one long-range force na kino-consider natin. Ano pa yung ibang forces? So, the other forces that we'll encounter would be contact forces. So, or forces between two objects sticking in contact. So, magbigay ng example. Meron tayong tatlong boxes na magkakatabi. And then a man is going to push one box. So, ano yung forces on box A, box B, box C? Tapos assume no friction. Tapos, yung man, syempre, may friction between the man and the floor. Pero, yung objects na... So, nag-stop tayo sa talking about contact forces. So, I'm going to give an example ng contact force. Yung, if you're pushing an object, ano yung mga contact forces? So, without taking into account friction, so yung horizontal forces muna. Tapos mamaya natin i-consider yung mga vertical. So, yung man, ito yung free body diagram for the man. Ito yung object A. Ito yung B. Ito yung C. So, if the man is pushing the box. So, object A is going to experience a force from man acting on A. Ngayon, because of Newton's third law, dapat may corresponding force from A acting on the man.
Opo.
Diba? So, Newton's third law. That's a way to check. Ngayon, ano naman yung... So, aside from this, ano yung forces acting on A? A is actually pushing object B. So, there's going to be a push from A acting on B. And then, ngayon, yung lengths, hindi pa natin alam kung ano yan. So, ang ginagawa ko lang dyan, directions without length. Kailangan na i-adjust yan depende sa yung actual na problem. So, just to clarify, na hindi pare-pareho yung length yan. So, if A is pushing B, then Newton's third law means there must be a force from B acting on A. So, hindi siya equal kasi depende sa ano yung nangyayari eh. Gusto ko lang i-drawing yung directions. The lengths will depend on the actual situation. So, we have that. Ngayon, what about object B? So, aside from A pushing on B, what are the other forces acting on object B? What do you think?
Okay, may friction, tapos may gravity, may support, yes. Tapos may force.
Okay, may friction. Walang friction on A, B, and C. Ignore mo yan. So aside from that, gravity is a vertical force here. So ignore them.
Ano pa ba? Ibang force? Parang lahat na po yan.
Paano yung object C?
Okay. So, napupush po yung C by A and by B because it was being pushed by A, and then B to
So
C,
B acting on C and
C acting on B.
C
Wait,
acting on B. So ito.
yes.
Okay,
Tapos,
kumpleto na ba yung diagram natin?
I think so. Parang yun naman po.
Okay. So, C acting on B, meron bang forces between A and C?
No, kasi they're separated po.
Okay. Is there a force from the man acting on C?
No. Magkalayo rin po
No,
sila.
kasi
Hindi,
separated sila.
basta hindi lang po sila adjacent.
Pag hindi sila adjacent, walang contact forces. So the pushing force from the man will only act on A. Tapos, yung C, isa lang yung nararamdaman from B. So ito na yung tamang forces, at least with the directions. Yung magnitude, depende pa yan. Actually, ano yan eh, dito pumapasok yung sum of all forces on each para malaman kung ano yung magiging magnitudes. Okay, so ito yung mga ano. So, contact forces only, kailangan mula sa katabi lang manggagaling yung force. Hindi pwede na from somewhere farther away, like yung man at yung B. Hindi sila in contact. Okay, so ngayon, aside from another force that we're going to consider is a rope. Yung forces acting on a rope and exerted by a piece of rope or string. So, let's say you have a man, tapos pulling a string or pulling a rope that's attached to a box. Tapos they're both moving. They both have an acceleration. So all of these have an acceleration of 1.0 meters per second square. So lahat sila moving with the same acceleration. The man is 100 is 60 kilograms. The box is 200 kilograms. Tapos assume natin na no friction. Between box and floor. Para mapadali yung analysis. So, may introduce na dito yung dalawang contact forces pa. So the first contact force that we'll consider is the force from the string acting on the man. There's also a force from the string acting on the box. Ngayon, all of these are going to be accelerating with the same acceleration. So ang assumption ko dito, they're all accelerating at the same rate. So, and then yung string or yung rope, yung mass ng rope is 0.000 sige, 10 grams na natin. So 1 kilogram let's say 10 grams or 0.2 kilograms yung mass ng rope. Tapos, ito 200 kilograms. Yung man, 600 kilograms. So, what can we conclude from this? So, we know na for the man, 60.0 kilograms times 1.0 meter per second square is equal to, so, okay, so ano yung forces acting on the man kanina? Ito. Gawan natin ng, so free body diagram. So, the man is being pulled, right? Direction is negative kasi going to the left. Tapos, the man is being pulled backwards by the rope. First, rope na lang instead of calling it string. And the other thing that's happening here is, okay, if the rope is pulling the man backwards, how come the man is able to move the string, the rope and the box backwards? Anong force? Yan lang ba yung forces acting on the man?
Other than gravity po, I think yes. Meron ba?
Okay. Anong force kaya ay nag-act sa man? So the rope is pulling the man backward because the rope is, because the man is pulling the rope. The rope is pulling the man forward because the man is pulling the rope backwards.
Yes, opo.
So third law, di ba? So how come nag-accelerate yung man to the left? So ano kayo nangyayari?
There's a mysterious force that is not been accounted for.
Mm-hmm. Ano kaya yun?
Seriously? Ano kaya?
Okay. Is there something that you can pull that will move backwards with you? Just so para lang maisip mo kung ano yun. So ano yung experience? You're pulling something backwards.
Okay. May friction. Okay, may friction. Yung ground.
So the ground is, ano yung force from the ground?
Wait. Pulling something backwards. Post na po yan. Going forwards?
Okay, so ganito. Ang gusto nating malaman ay ano yung force from the ground acting on the man? Anong direction muna? Forward or backward?
Forward mo.
Kaya, so, ganito?
Wait. Nakita ko po yung ano. Pushing backwards kasi pag ganito yung man, yun.
Okay, so, anong ginagawa ng man? The man is exerting a force on the ground. Anong direction ng force from the man acting on the ground?
Going a little forward.
So, okay, so for reference, kung ito yung floor, may mararamdaman siya na force from the man acting on the floor. So, by Newton's third law, the floor must be Anong direction? Acting on the man in what direction?
Teka lang. Hindi pa ma-visualize it. Okay, so forward.
Okay, so the man is pushing the floor.
The floor must be going the opposite way or pushing him backwards.
Okay, so ang direction ng force from the floor acting on the man is yung at least yung horizontal component niya is backwards. Di ba? So, okay na, no? Lahat ng forces na take into account na natin, yung horizontal. Ngayon, paano naman yung vertical na acting on the man? So, ito, lagay ko lang horizontal force on the man or parallel to the ground. So, what about the vertical forces acting on the man? So, alam natin, gravity is pulling the man downwards.
Yes, abo.
So ito, lagyan ko lang ng... So ito, that's mg. Ngayon, kung yan lang yung force na acting on the man, dapat mag-accelerate siya back downwards din. How come hindi nangyayari yun?
What? Okay, I'm genuinely confused. Yes.
So if gravity is pulling the man downward, then di ba dapat makaranas ng acceleration downward yung man? Pero it doesn't happen. How come? Ano pa yung forces? Hindi pa kumpleto yan.
Okay, so lahat po ng forces, friction, gravity, inano ng rope. Tapos meron pa ba?
So the floor is tingnan mo yung role ng floor. The floor is pushing the man backwards. What else?
Pushing the man upwards po.
So it's both pushing the man backwards and pushing the man upwards. Tapos lagyan ko na ng perpendicular kasi perpendicular to the floor. So video ko lang ha. So ito yung itsura. F floor acting on man, tapos perpendicular to the floor, merong gravitational force, dapat same length para mag-cancel. This is from the whole earth pulling down the man. Tapos merong force from the rope acting on the man. And merong force from the ground, actually, para siya mag-accelerate to the left, should be longer. A floor acting on the man parallel. Okay, so far, pansin mo, walang mention dito ng friction, normal force, ganyan-ganyan.
Opo.
I mean, you've probably seen nabasa mo normal force, frictional force, ganyan. Pero so far walang mention. Okay, so let's just see what we're talking about here. This force from the floor acting on the man perpendicular to the surface of the floor is called the normal force due to the floor. Kasi normal in math speak means perpendicular.
Opo, perpendicular to the gravity.
Hindi, it's actually perpendicular to the ground. Kasi it's possible na, ganito, what if ganito yung situation? May wall, tapos a man is pushing an object to the wall.
Opo.
The wall will be pushing this object backwards, forwards. The man is pushing the object forwards.
Forward.
So, the force from the wall acting on the box is perpendicular to the wall. So dahil perpendicular to the wall yan, then the wall exerts a normal force, wall acting on the box. So hindi siya gravity thing. It's
Pwede po
actually
magtanong. Kunyari, the man, sabi niyo, is exerting a force against the wall, di ba po, sir? What if yung kamay, yung arms ng man is not perpendicular pero medyo inclined? Iba na naman pong, ano po yun?
Actually, may yung forces kasi dito, hindi lang, for example, pwede kasing if the man is not pushing directly to the right, it's possible for the man to be pushing slightly upward.
So, ang ano yung normal dun po, yung perpendicular pa rin doon sa yung force na exerted
is the force perpendicular to the wall.
Hindi siya magpapalit. Sir, di ba po let's say sa car, pag nasa slope, yung normal pag gano'n pa rin po sa ground, kahit na no matter if it's not, yun. Hindi siya magpapalit.
So it's kaya normal, it means perpendicular to the surface. So a force produced perpendicular to the surface by the surface. Okay. Ngayon, ano naman yung resistive force to sliding?
Friction po.
Ang tawag dyan, friction. Ngayon, pag tingnan mo yung situation dito ng the man and the floor, yung force from the floor acting on the man, that's friction. From the floor.
Okay. So, paano po yung man is being stopped from the floor from going backwards. So, therefore, the floor is pushing the man forwards.
So, at least sa situation na to, yung dinowing ko, the floor is pushing the man backwards.
Opo.
Diba? So, tapos kapag yung situation naman, the man is pushing the box
pushing
forward.
The wall.
Sige, ito yung tingnan natin yung force. What if ito naman, sige, wall lang at saka man. Di ba yan, pangit ng, okay, pushing against a wall. Tapos may angle.
So parang nakaganito mo, pag ganun.
So, may angle dito. Yeah.
So, yung vector force na po, yung parallel to yung kamay, through yung kamay.
Yeah.
Pero yung
gamit akong ruler para mas maganda yung itsura niya. Kasi, pangit eh. Okay, ito. So, ito yung wall. Perfectly vertical yung wall. Kasi, panggulo kapag hindi siya vertical. Ibang usapan yan. Consider natin yun pagka inclined planes na. So, eto, we have a man. And then, pushing at some angle. Like that. Okay, so let's consider what are the forces acting on the man. May angle. Tapos, actually yung so tingnan natin, ano yung forces acting on the man? So let's think about the forces acting on the man. Ito. So man muna. Actually, sinasabay-sabay mo yan eh. You have wall. So yung mga kailangan i-consider, yung wall, yung floor, at saka yung man. tingnan natin ano yung forces. The man is being pushed, is being pulled downwards by gravity. So, lagyan na natin yon. What else? Okay, the man is pushing the wall upwards. So, yung wall makaranas ng force na, actually hindi lang upwards eh, may angle yan. Ito. So, ito yung force due to the man. Ito yung angle. Tapos, yung man may forces exerted on the floor. Yeah, ayusin lang natin. So, mg. Tapos, merong, sige, the wall experiences a force from the man. So what does that mean for the man? So if the man is pushing upwards and to the left, the man must be experiencing a force na opposite. F wall acting on the man. Okay, may floor. Ano yung forces experienced by the floor? The floor is being pushed, or let's think about the map.
Backwards po on
The floor has to be pushing upward. Perpendicular to the floor. Kasi kung hindi, mag-accelerate down, may net acceleration downward yung man, which doesn't happen. Tapos yung laki ng yung magnitude ng force from the floor acting on the man should be longer actually. Pero to justify ko yun mamaya. May force from the floor acting on the man. Okay, ano pa? If the man is pushing the wall, so ito, para hindi mag-slide yung man, ano dapat yung direction?
The floor stops him from moving backwards, so the floor pushes him forwards.
So, hindi. Anong direction yung floor acting on the man?
To the... wait. So,
to the left or to the right dito sa diagram?
To the left.
Okay, so may force from the floor acting on the man na parallel to the floor. Diba? Ngayon, let's see, ngayon, decompose natin yung parts ng itong wall acting on man. Actually, may components yan. So, I'm going to decompose it into, palitan ko itong So, gagawin kong broken line. Kasi, para mas malinaw yung kung ano nangyayari. So, ito yung force from the floor, from the wall, di ba? Ngayon, if we break it down into components, this is the same as two forces. We have a force from the wall acting on the man, na perpendicular to the wall, and there will also be a force from the wall na downward acting on the man parallel to the wall. Okay, so ito na yung lahat ng forces. Alin dito yung mga frictional forces? So let's color code. So I'm going to use yellow. So alin dito yung frictional forces? So friction is a resistive force that prevents sliding or that resists sliding. So yung man, in what direction can it slide with respect to the wall?
To the right mo. So backwards.
And I mean, dun sa surface ng wall, it can slide. The wall is resisting the man from sliding in what direction?
Upwards? Yung kamay na mo?
So it's resisting the man from sliding upwards or downwards. So, yung wall, ito, yung force from the wall acting on the man, the downward, that's a frictional force.
Okay, nice.
Okay, aside from that, ano pa yung frictional forces dito?
Okay, may floor nga po, tapos wala na. Yun lang po.
Okay, so floor acting on the man, ano yung direction?
Forwards.
To the left, di ba? Ito. So, yan yung mga frictional forces. Ano yung mga normal forces? And we'd use orange.
Yung ano po, yung kamay on the wall, hand on the wall, the man pushing the wall, so may normal force yun. And his weight,
yeah,
so...
the wall acting on the man in what direction? Ano yung normal dyan?
Yung ano po, yung, asan ba? Yung F wall to man perpendicular, yun po yung
okay, so ito yung isang normal force. Ano pa?
And F floor to man.
Okay, so F floor to man perpendicular to the floor. So ano ko lang, no? So yung yellow, these are frictional forces. Tapos yung orange, yan yung normal forces. Para hindi ka mo confuse when you're setting up free body diagrams, don't talk about frictional force and normal force. Talk about the force exerted by the floor, the force exerted by the floor, and then look at the directions. Tapos ma-identify mo na, okay, this prevents sliding. Then this must be friction. This is perpendicular to the surface. It must be a normal force. So, tingnan mo, no? Yung normal force, hindi upwards. May normal force dito na forward.
Backwards po. Parang pag-ganun.
And then, based on the diagram kasi, ito yung forward direction natin.
Forwards po is done, right?
Diba?
Opo.
Ayan. So, friction and the normal force are examples of contact forces din. Pero ultimately, there are forces from the wall or forces from a surface. Okay? So, we've talked about weight. Kailangan mo basahin pa yung weighing and ano. Tapos kailangan basahin mo rin yung 5-2 kasi yung setup niya it's important to read it at least once. Okay. Ngayon, yung the other force that's not meant that we didn't mention is actually here. Yung red na nandito, the force acting on the rope, that's tension. Or force acting on or exerted by the rope. Depende sa yung iba, force acting on the rope, that's tension. Yung iba, the force exerted by the rope.
Okay, so ano po yung ginagamit, ano po yung accepted na internationally, what is tension literally? Kasi hindi yata po pwedeng ganyan. Yung parang may personal na I believe na tension should be exerted by the rope or tension should be exerted on the rope. Hindi po pwedeng subjective.
Okay.
Ano po yung
May mga ano eh. Tingnan natin
natural?
yung ano. Yung typical wording ay the rope is in tension.
Hmm.
So, I think pag ganyan, then forces exerted on the rope. Net force acting on the rope.
Kaya nga po, doesn't really make sense na tension would be what the rope what the rope does. Kasi parang hindi naman tinitension ng rope. Yung ano po, pero yung rope, you can apply tension to it. Okay, it
Pero
makes
ano
sense.
kasi, ang magulo yung ano niyan eh, yung convention dito eh. So kasi, for example, if you're analyzing a piece of rope, may pulling force from the left, may pulling force from the right. So this part, so merong force acting on the rope from the left and a force acting on the rope from the right. Sorry. From left. Tapos acting on rope. Tapos from right, acting on the rope. Pag ganyan, the rope is in tension. Tapos, depende kasi sa ano eh, pwedeng it's possible na yung forces from the left and from the right are not the same. Yung typical na ano dyan ay yung tension, pwede mo isipin na ito yung dito, yeah, mas parang yung usage ay force acting on the surface of a rope or at least on one slice. Kasi merong tension from the left, may tension from the right. So I think it's better to think about in terms of ano yung tension, what's the force from the left and what's the force from the right. And then you can talk about tension on two different ends. If the rope is assumed to have no mass, mag-equal yung dalawa. Yun yung typical approximation. Pero there will be I think we'll talk about that in more detail with a problem na from Arons. May problems involving tension na para ma-clarify yan. And the symbol that people use is T. Pero ano yun eh, usually force acting on the rope and Newton's third law kasi kaya confusing yung ano yan eh, yung paggamit yan eh. Hindi uniform yung convention on tension sa mga books eh. People are more careless with the wording.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes for reading about tension terrible. Okay, so i-assign ko muna no, na do a careful reading of 5-2 before you start working on the exercises in Module 5-2. And then, pwede mo pakita sa akin yung progress mo this coming Thursday. Okay? Sige, so we'll stop here for now and then I'll see you again this coming Thursday. Bye-bye!
Sige po, thank you po. Bye-bye po.